Will she ever calm down? Queen Margrethe is under fire once again. The cause of the trouble is her decision to reduce the size of the royal family. When Queen Margrethe stepped down from the throne, there were speculations that the newly appointed King Frederik would reverse this decision. Many believed that the monarch would restore the royal titles to his nephews as a way to reconcile with his younger brother Joachim. In practice, Frederik could restore the titles and overturn his mother's decision. Will he do it? Will he do it now? Absolutely not. Frederik will never go against Margrethe's decision. No, as long as his mother is alive. Princess of Denmark Mary says she and Prince Joachim were not happy with how their children were stripped of their princely titles after Queen Margrethe's shocking move 2 years ago, as a new interview revealed. In the conversation, a member of the royal family, who now works as a defense industry attaché at his country's embassy in the U.S. Capitol, and his wife discussed the decision, which was previously described as unexpected. "We were not happy with how it happened," Mary admitted, "but it's a family matter. Everything is complicated." The prince's wife, who shares with him 14-year-old Count Henrik and 12-year-old Countess Athena, said their name is not just a trivial matter. "It's more than just what people see in the name," she explained, "but it seems there's no animosity in the family." Smiling Joachim was photographed embracing his brother, newly crowned King Frederik, after their mother's abdication in January. "We've moved on," the prince added. While the dust seems to have settled since the family was stripped of their titles in September 2022, Joachim admitted that his mother's decision initially harmed his children. Several months after being 6th in line to the throne, he acknowledged that there was no communication within the royal family in the lead up to the shocking announcement. Joachim told a local news outlet, "There's work to be done. Communication, that's what was missing. Now we've met and are on the right track." He added that he was only informed 5 days before the news was made public. Following the Queen's statement, Joachim spoke to a Danish publication near the Danish embassy in Paris, where he lived with his second wife, Princess Marie of French origin, and 2 younger children, saying his 4 children were hurt by his grandmother's decision. "I was given notice 5 days before I had to inform them about it. In May, I was presented with a plan that basically said when each of the children turned 25, this would happen. Now I had only 5 days to tell them." Athena turns 11 in January, he clarified at the time. In the conversation, Joachim and his second wife Marie also admitted that their relationships with Prince Frederik and Princess Mary were complex. Meanwhile, Prince Joachim's ex-wife Alexandra said her sons, 24-year-old Nikolai and 21-year-old Felix, were left feeling like outcasts by the institution, and this decision came as a bolt from the blue. The royal court issued another statement, saying that the decision was made a long time ago. "We understand that there are a lot of emotions at stake right now, but we hope that the Queen's desire to ensure the future of the royal court will be respected," the statement said. None of Joachim's children, as well as his wife Princess Marie, joined him in raising Frederik. Instead, Marie and 2 of their children stayed in Washington, D.C., where the family currently resides. A palace representative said Prince Joachim will be there, but the children are attending school. There's no special reason. However, his eldest son Nikolai seems to harbor no resentment, posting cute retro photos with his uncle and grandmother on his Instagram account. The student, who is currently studying in Sydney and vacationing in Bali, added that he eats Danish food, perhaps as a sign that he misses home. After the parliamentary reception, most members of the royal family headed to a reception at the Parliament. However, Joachim flew back to the U.S. In the Parliament, the family listened to speeches by Danish politicians, including the Prime Minister, before a choir of Danish national girls sang Hans Christian Andersen's song Denmark. my homeland making Mary cry. Despite the temperature and rainy weather, Mary and Frederik greeted their family outside the building before watching the politicians' performances. Entering the Parliament, Mary, holding a bouquet, headed to the hall, with Frederik and son Christian on either side of her. Joachim, Benedicte, and Margrethe sat behind and listened to the speech by Mette Frederiksen, the Prime Minister of Denmark. Is this translation suitable for you?